Shalan, Shalan, which kind of sounds like I'm a Buddhist monk. Now all I need to do is shave my head and get a yellow robe. And if I did that, they'd probably hospitalize me. It's to the point when I go into a restaurant and they ask my name, I'm like, Susan? And then I forget who I am when they call it, so I end up going hungry a lot. I did want to give a big thanks to Sherry and David for getting this up and going. I'm not really much of a planner, and at times it's been quite the task with getting our IT department on board. And really, just to be honest, up here at MHA, our IT department is really not all that great. Yeah. Someone had to say it. Instead of phones, we have paper cups with strings. And our computers aren't even Windows, they're Fisher-Price. So it's really quite amazing we're up here today. I've worked at MHA for 11 years now, and I've had quite a few different job responsibilities. At one point I was teaching parenting classes. One of the classes was titled Alternative Parenting Techniques. And really the best one I could come up with was a babysitter. We would also talk with them about stress management. We discussed different things they could do to calm down, like going for a walk, reading a book, or, running over your next door neighbor. But right now, one of my responsibilities is supervising the case managers that work with our young adults. I tell you what, they are always in crisis, broke, and oh my God, the arguments they have with people, you really have to wonder how they're still able to be case managers. We teach these young adults life skills, and let me tell you, really important ones, like, what do you do when you get your own place? Don't start to party until after you sign the lease. Or if you have a noisy neighbor, don't yell at them, just egg their car. Speaking of cars, I used to have this car that was a total lemon, but man, I sure did love her. I should have known something was up though. It was missing certain things like power steering, power brakes, an engine. And it wasn't a good sign that instead of starting it with the key, I had to hotwire it. I can't really talk all bad about my old car because it had great gas mileage. It's called someone else's. All I had to do was volunteer to drive, and bam, next thing I knew, I was riding shotgun in someone else's car. The settings on my air conditioner and heater were kind of like my dating life after I had my daughter. All or nothing. I do have 2 children now. My 6-year-old daughter has OCD. Unfortunately, she doesn't have the common OCD where she likes to clean. But believe me, we're working on it. When I was a single mother, I never really dated, and I kind of joked with my friends that I'd probably meet someone and line up at Walmart. But I was wrong. I actually met him at Quick Trip. I also have a 1.5-year-old son. My boyfriend's a father, which is nice, having some help this time around. But he still needs help changing the damn diaper. But he's 35, and by now he really should be toilet trained. And he loses everything. And I can understand losing your keys or your wallet, but I really have to draw the line when he loses our son. Just a few more, I promise. My boyfriend really isn't the most romantic guy when it comes to taking me out, but he did once win me a really nice Chinese finger trap at Chuck E. Cheese. Unfortunately for my daughter, he had to use her tokens. He's also not really great in the kitchen. His idea of cooking a meal involves picking up the phone and ordering pizza. He'll really only cook if it's something that needs to be fried, but you really shouldn't do that to an avocado. Having hobbies is really important to me. I used to play a lot of darts, but my boyfriend hated having to pull them out of his ass. I'm done. Everyone goes kind of crazy around the holidays. You go out for Black Friday shopping and you come out with a black eye. And they're always advertising for Christmas at Halloween. So I'm never quite sure who's going to be driving the sled, Santa or Dracula. We did take the kids to the mall to sit on Santa's lap, but when we got there, all they had was Casper the Friendly Ghost. And by the time Christmas comes, they're already advertising for Easter. And it's pretty weird to think of Santa's sleigh being pulled by 12 chocolate bunnies.